The give is to Williams. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for room, it's Ray. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Fleming. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Washington. With the catch, it's Fleming. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Of 13. And first down for the offense.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Complete on third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do in short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This one's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Webb. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Webb. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Buys a little time with his feet. Pulls it in, it's White. Wide open spaces. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Blue 22!
They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Maryland.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
By the receiver. Gain of 17 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Maryland, 0.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Loses 3.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's White. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Lucas. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. He makes a catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The run to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy lot for them.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That was pretty to me.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack